Hello, Centerville. Welcome back to this week's Friday Focus.
This week, we recap Spirit Day, learn about some newer staff members, and hear from local businesses for Attendance Awareness Week. Today is Friday, September 19th. I'm Kenzie.
And I'm Grace. First, let's take a look at our Spirit Day.
Hi, MassCom family. It's Leighton, your favorite Spirit Chain. We've made 110 so far.
Oh, I'm doing so great. I feel like a winner.
Alright, thank you.
Thank you, CHS, for a memorable day full of fun for a good cause.
Coming up next, MassCom Junior Oliver highlights a new teacher on Sour Hour.
Hi, I'm Oliver. Welcome to the first episode of Sour Hour, where I ask questions and we get a teacher to eat some candy, some sour candy.
I'm Mr. Bird. I teach in West 261. I teach modern world history and U.S. history, and I'm also a football coach. All right, so Sour Patch Kids.
Level 1, Sour Patch Kids.
Familiar with these? No
Cheers.
problem. Cheers.
It's not bad. It's sweet. It tastes good.
It does taste good.
Question 2. Can you give us some background on where you went to college and like what your education was from there?
Yeah, so when I got out of high school, I didn't go straight to college. I spent 6 years in the Army first. Deployed a couple times, and then decided I wanted to be a teacher after falling in love with mentoring when I was in the Army. So I went to college at Wright State, where I got my undergrad and my master's degree before becoming a teacher.
These are sour punch straws. They're still not that bad, but we'll kick it up a little bit. It's not bad.
Manageable.
Question 3. So you were in the military before you were teaching. Can you give us a little bit more insight onto that?
I was, so as I'm chewing my sour candy. So yeah, I spent 6 years in the Army where I deployed twice to Afghanistan. I was an artilleryman by training, but in my first deployment, they actually pulled me and 11 others from our unit to run infantry missions throughout that deployment. So 15 months the first time around in Afghanistan, and then 12 months the second time around, and then it was time for me to get out and transition into being a teacher.
Nice. All right. We've got objectively the worst flavor of toxic waste. We've got black cherry. Go ahead. Cheers. Bad.
It's not super sour, but it is gross.
Okay, it doesn't taste good. Question 4. Can you give me the significance of this picture?
So this is actually me as a high school football player running onto the field in what I believe was week 10 of our regular season. We actually played the school that I transferred from when they eliminated fall sports when they failed a levy. And beside me is my best friend in the world. That was actually the first guy who spoke to me when I transferred to this school my sophomore year. And his first question was, "What position do you play?" And I said, "Quarterback." And he said, "Good luck." And we had an all-state quarterback that I wasn't going to beat out. So my transition to wide receiver was made there. And that's still my best friend to this day.
This is Black Death candy. It's supposed to be the most sour candy in the world, so Wish us luck. Go ahead. Here, smell it first. Oh, it smells gross.
It does smell bad.
Alright, cheers. Oh,
Yeah, that's bad.
oh, it just hit me. Oh, that's horrible. Who would make that?
Cleanses the palate.
Oh, that's delicious. He's a liar. Thank you for watching Sour Hour. I'm Oliver Watson.
I'm Mr. Bird.
Bye.
Welcome to Centerville, Mr. Bird. I'm glad I didn't have to try that candy.
For Attendance Awareness Week, we talked to a few familiar faces around Centerville about what it means to have a dependable employee.
Larry Mestel, I'm the aquatic supervisor at the Washington Township Recplex.
This is Bill's Donuts. I'm Gerald, the first shift leader.
Hi, my name's Sean. I'm what's called the restaurant leader here at Raising Kings Restaurant in Centerville. I basically lead the team both in vision and mission in the restaurant.
Dependability is one of the most important aspects we look for. I have a large staff. I have 60 lifeguards on staff, and to rely on each other is important.
You got to be reliable. You got to be able to be customer friendly. You're going to deal with a high volume of customers. You got to remember the customers might have bad days, and you're here to enlighten them, help them, smile. Everybody enjoys getting donuts, so that's the biggest thing, and being able to handle stressful situations.
Really, I'm looking for two things. If they have work history, I believe they're going to show up to work. And the second thing I look for is somebody who's nice. So I kind of keep it real simple.
You come in, you do all our stocking. You got to make sure that you set up for each shift. For the next shift being 24 hours, it is definitely something that you got to stay on time with. You got to make sure that you don't, hinder the next shift from starting out.
Well, one thing that's true about the restaurant business is that you kind of count on each person being in a certain position. So just by fact of showing up, you're not putting an unfair burden on other people in the restaurant. So I think the most important thing about being dependable is it builds teamwork and camaraderie with their crew.
Not only myself, but other aquatic directors, we're happy to help develop people and make them more marketable, whatever that means to them. So if they're dependable for me, I'll be happy to be a reference to support them moving on to their next career, whatever that means to them.
Well, as you move up, it's more and more important that you show up to work. If they get into that program and get promoted, let's say, to that first step of management, and they call off a lot, it's going to make me less inclined to promote them to the next level.
You don't want to be stuck in one spot, and the more you show that you can be counted on, the more responsibilities you'll get, and the further you can go in here. You can start out in the front with customer service and end up being the baker in the back, and it's a sense of pride being the guy that actually makes the product that everybody's excited to get.
Don't forget to build good habits now and show up for yourself and others.
Finally, junior mass comm student Layton sits down with Mr. Hahn to learn more about our athletic director.
I'm Layton Dean, and today I'm here with Centerville High School Athletic Director, Mr. Hahn. What's harder, finishing a criminal justice exam or the last 100 meters of a 400-meter hurdle?
The last 100 meters of a 400-meter hurdle race is insanity. That is definitely harder than any exam I think I've ever taken. Yeah, that wins hands down. You start questioning life at that point.
If you could go back and run one more race, what event would you choose?
I can tell you what I wouldn't choose, which is the 400-meter hurdles. I would probably say the 4x1. You have everybody running 100 meters and they have to pass the baton at top speed, sharing a 42-inch lane, and then you have your competitors doing the same all around you. It's nothing but controlled chaos, but when you sync it up, it's like poetic. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing to watch.
And then do you have any pregame rituals or superstitions? If so, what were they?
I wasn't big on superstition. My pregame meal, though, was a little weird. Just plain noodles, just no sauce. Now, I didn't know as a teenager in high school that if you trash your body with junk food all week long and then try to eat healthy the night before a competition, it doesn't quite work that way. So I would obsessively just eat like plain pasta the night before, and I thought I was doing something productive, and it was not effective, but I believed in it.
And then which is worse, a bus ride home after a bad meet as a coach or as an athlete?
As an athlete, definitely as an athlete. I think you feel the weight of the world on your shoulders, and I think you overestimate failures and really their learning opportunities. I think as a coach, you kind of understand there's another opportunity, and you see the bigger picture better. As an athlete, you kind of hyper focus on the moment, which is usually good, but sometimes it can be bad. But as a coach, you kind of know we'll fix it in practice. We have a plan, and we know the progression. It's okay. But as an athlete, if you have a bad day and that's a long bus ride home, I mean, it's just playing in your mind over and over and over again. It's like torment.
Yeah. All right, well, those are all the questions I have for you, so thank you for joining us.
Thank you, guys. And make sure you go to elksportsnetwork.com and check us out.
Yes.
That's it for this week's Friday Focus.
And as always, have a great weekend, Centerville.